So today is my first official day back to classes. First official day of the start of my master's program. Uh, the way I'm attending Northwestern University online. Northwestern University is located in Evanston, Illinois, and it's through the Family Institute up there for my master's in clinical counseling program. Um, once This is a 2-year program, and once I graduate, I'll be able to take the licensure exam to be a clinical counselor, meaning I'll be able to see clients, patients, um, and whatnot. I'll be able to perform diagnoses, stuff like that. Now, the way Northwestern does it is they assign the homework a week in advance. So, like a week before classes start, you have assignments, asynchronous work to do before your first class. And that's for week one. And the first class is the week one class. And then the week of the first class, you work on assignments for week two, and so on. And it's 10 weeks per semester. So we'll see how it goes. And the class is a live session. You have asynchronous work, which means you work on your own, and then you come together for a live online session. My class starts at 9 a.m. on Wednesdays. It's theories of counseling. Runs from 9 to 10:30 a.m. And then I've got a huge gap. And then at 3 p.m. I have my ethics and legal issues of counseling from 3 to 4:30 p.m. I tried to get them both together. My original plan was to get them both for Tuesday mornings, because the online classes are Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But even though I got in right as the classes, the courses opened for registration, they were already filled up like a second after registration opened. So I was stuck. Originally, I was going to be stuck with 2 evening classes, a 3 to 4:30, and then a 6 to 7:30. But fortunately, the next day, I was able to find my theories of counseling class had one opening for 9 a.m. So I snagged it up and switched. And then next semester, I'll have 4 classes that I'll need to register for. And then in the spring, I begin seeing clients through a therapy practice within 75 miles of me. They try to find somewhere, something close enough, but 75 miles is the maximum range that they're willing to, that they go to place students. I'm really hoping that they find something within, at least within 45 miles, if not in town, because I really, driving 75 miles 2 days a week, it's going to be a little bit much, there and back. That's going to take up a huge chunk of time. And when you're not getting paid for the internship, it can hurt. It can hurt the pocketbook. But I did begin. I am starting the licensure process to be a substitute teacher. Um, in Illinois, it's like close to $200 just to be licensed as a substitute teacher, because you have to pay for the license, which is $50. You have to register the license, which is another $50. You have to uh, have your transcripts sent to the regional office of education. You have to get physicals and TB tests and all this. So it's close to $200 when all is said and done. Um, so I'm starting that. Oh, plus the background check. You gotta get background check and fingerprinted and everything, um, which I think is another like $65 or something like that. So yeah, when it's all said and done, it's close to $200 in order to become a substitute teacher in Illinois. Um, so, but my wife and I both agreed that uh, since I am looking for employment, that would probably be the best thing for me right now while I'm in school for my master's. Especially since I'm going to start seeing clients in the spring. If I take on anything full time, it's only going to be temporary because I'm going to have to start seeing clients in the spring. So substitute teaching is going to be best for me because I can choose what grade levels I prefer sub 4, which is going to be K through 12 for me, and what days I'm going to be available for. So, and I'm putting in for 2 school districts, one here in town, and then another one that I went to before I moved to this one. I went to up through junior high, up until right before high school. It was a school that I have a lot of trauma from. A school district I have a lot of trauma from, but I wanted to go back. I wanted to put in to be a substitute teacher there because that school district caused me so much trauma that I need to kind of face it and confront it and be that, be there for the kids who are currently going through what I went through when I went there, if that makes sense. So yeah, class is going to start. I've got to be in the session 10 to 15 minutes before it actually starts to make sure everything's working fine and all this. So I've got to start here in about an hour. I'll be uploading this later today because I don't know. I may add more to it, or this may just be a talking vlog. I don't know. So yeah. By the way, in case you guys didn't notice, I did color my hair. It's not black. It's a dark brown, like the closest to black you can get without actually being black. What I did was I bleached it first, and then I kept a lock. I parted my hair and kept a lock out, stayed bleach, along with my braids. Those remained bleached, and then the rest was dyed. So yeah. Also, these bracelets, most of them I made myself. I'm beginning to unmask since I discovered that I was autistic. That I am autistic. I spent a lot of time in my life not being myself, concealing, hiding who I truly am, in order to better fit in with society's minimum standards of what's acceptable. But now I feel like expressing who I really am, which is why the braids, the hair, I in high school I was goth, but that was like the very minimum of what society was willing to accept, um, or maximum of what society, whatever, however you describe it. Um, but basically, my version of goth is like a grunge goth. Is like uh, torn jeans, um, black shirts. I occasionally painted my fingernails black. Um, Sometimes I would do the eyeliner and the black lipstick. Uh, Dyed my hair black all the time, but that was the extent of it. I didn't go to the extremes that some of these goths do with the big spikes and full makeup and everything. Um, like I said, mine was more of a grunge goth, and that was the extent that I was willing to be myself. But at the same time, it was also kind of a mask because when I went through that time in my life, it was right after I'd moved from the school that had caused me so much trauma, and I mainly put on that mask to keep more trauma from coming my way, to kind of push people away, to kind of make them think twice about messing with me. And it worked. It worked to an extent. But now I'm just trying to find who I really am now. And I've discovered that I like bracelets. So I began making my own. I didn't make this one. I didn't make these two, which are autism awareness bracelets. I made these 4 here. I made this one, this little black one. Oh, I made this one, this little black braided bracelet, and this one. I did not make this one, or this one. But yeah, that's what I like to do. I've developed an interest in my free time. When I'm watching my asynchronous classwork videos, I'll bead while I'm watching them because it helps me focus a little bit more. And yes, I am painting my nails now. Like I said, I used to paint my nails all black because that was the bare minimum or maximum, however you want to say it, that was acceptable at the time for guys, was black only. Now, as you can see, I've got black close to the nail beds, and then orange and green, kind of for Halloween, and I'm getting into rings. I've had this ring forever. Kind of reminds me of Cliff Burton's ring that he wore in that picture that his dad redid, where, in fact, I got another skull ring here that I've had forever, where he kind of did this number, but yeah, I picked up this mood ring the other day at Off the Wall at the mall, and then this mood ring here, kind of, it's a moon and star. It kind of reminded me of Wicca, I'm not Wiccan, but I appreciate it. I'm pantheist. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Pantheist. Pantheist. I've got videos on video on TikTok also talking about my pantheistic beliefs. But yeah, I think I'm going to maybe film a TikTok here real quick before classes start, and I'll probably upload this as it is to the channel later today. Like I said, I'm not going to be editing these videos at all for this channel. I edit videos for the other channels. This is just like the real me. I know it started out as a lawn care channel, and then kind of went into like my workouts, and I was trying to figure out what to do for this channel. And I think it's just going to be a vlogging channel. I like that idea the best. So.